Newsroom was a hive of activity as Amara and Kwame worked tirelessly to prepare the story. Just as they were about to publish, the power went out, and the room plunged into darkness. Moments later, armed men burst in, led by a massive figure in a dark suit. In the heart of modern Accra, whispers of corporate corruption, secret societies, and hidden agendas filled the air, but no one dared to speak out. Amara, a young journalist with a reputation for uncovering the truth, sat in her small but bustling newsroom. The headlines of her articles pinned to the walls were a reflection to her relentless pursuit of justice. Yet, one story remained elusive, a story that could shake the very foundation of the corporate giant, Coffee Cup. Amara's editor, Mr. Mensah, approached her desk, a stern look on his face. Amara, you need to be careful. You've stirred up enough trouble with your last expose on the local officials. This new lead on Coffee Cup could put you in real danger. Amara's eyes burned with determination. Mr. Mensah, if we don't tell these stories, who will? The people deserve to know the truth. That night, as Amara walked home, she felt a creeping unease. She glanced over her shoulder, but the street seemed empty. Her phone buzzed with a message from an anonymous source. Meet me at the Old Dock tomorrow night. I have information you need. Amara knew this could be her breakthrough. The next evening, she found herself at the abandoned dock. The sounds of waves crashing against the shore. A shadowy figure emerged from the darkness. Are you the journalist? The figure asked. I am. Do you have the evidence? Amara replied. The figure handed her a flash drive. This contains everything you need, but be very careful. They are watching. Back at her apartment, Amara plugged the flash drive into her computer. Her eyes widened as she read through the files, documents, emails, and recordings linking top executives at Coffee Cup to a massive embezzlement scheme. This was bigger than she had imagined. The flash drive revealed horrifying details. Coffee Cup was siphoning millions from public funds, money that was meant for building schools, hospitals, and essential infrastructures in underdeveloped communities. Instead, these funds were funneled to offshore accounts and used to finance lavish lifestyles for the executives. The documents also uncovered how corners were cut on safety regulations that killed dozens of workers, including Amara's father. Her father worked with Coffee Cup and was reported dead at work due to his negligence. It hurt her deeply as she remembered how painful life had been without her father. With that resolve, she determined to set justice in motion for her dad and for others who lost their lives. As she scrolled through the files for more details, the phone rang. It was her mother. Amara, something is wrong. Men have been asking about you. Please be careful. Fear gripped Amara, but she knew she couldn't back down now. Next morning, Amara met with her colleague Kwame, who specialized in cybersecurity. I need you to help me verify these documents, she said, handing him the flash drive. Kwame nodded. Give me a few hours. While waiting, Amara decided to visit her mother. As she approached the house, she noticed a black car parked nearby. Her mother greeted her at the door, worry etched on her face. Amara, what are you getting yourself into? Her mother asked. Mom, I have something to tell you. Please, let's go inside. Amara was careful not to make her mother relieve the pains of losing her husband. She wrote her new discovery of Coffee Cup's involvement in her father's death. She was mindful not to speak the words as she wasn't sure if the house was taped. With a wide shock and tears streaming down her face, Amara's mother couldn't hold back her emotions. It took a while before she spoke. My baby, God knows why. You are all I have right now, and I am not willing to let you go. Please be careful. I will, mother, I will, Amara said, also in tears. That night, Amara received a call from Kwame. Amara, these documents are real, but there is more. There is evidence of a secret society within Coffee Cup manipulating events for their gains. Amara's heart raced. We need to publish this. The public has to know. The newsroom was a hive of activity as Amara and Kwame worked tirelessly to prepare the story. Just as they were about to publish, the power went out, and the room plunged into darkness. Moments later, armed men burst in, led by a massive figure in a dark suit. Hand over the files, the leader demanded. Amara stood her ground. The truth will come out, whether you like it or not. Suddenly, the lights flickered back on, and police sirens wailed outside. Mr. Mensah had anticipated the attack and called for help. The armed men fled, but the damage was done. Computers were smashed, and the newsroom was in disarray. Desperate, Amara took the remaining files and fled to a safe house arranged by Kwame. There, they regrouped and devised a plan. Using encrypted channels, they began to leak the information bit by bit, ensuring it reached international media outlets. Days turned into weeks, and the pressure mounted on Coffee Cup. Protests erupted across the city, demanding accountability and transparency. During a secret meeting with a trusted insider, Amara laid out the evidence. "We need someone inside the company to push for reform," she urged. The insider, a wary but principled man, Mr. Kosi, nodded. "I will do what I can, but you must be careful. These people will stop at nothing to silence you." One night, as Amara and Kwame walked late into the night, their safe house was raided. They barely escaped, running through the narrow alleys of Accra, their pursuers close behind. Just when it seemed they were cornered, a group of masked activists appeared, leading them to a hidden underground network. "We've been following your work," the leader said. "We want to help." At the warehouse of the activists, Amara was having an emotional outburst in the bathroom. "Dad, I'm tired. Mother needs me, and I am here risking my life to get justice," she wailed. "I wish I could hug you, Daddy." Kwame overheard Amara's outbursts as he was also using the bathroom next door. Giving him justice won't bring him back, but it will surely prevent another family from losing their loved ones, Kwame said, holding her tight in a bid to console her. "All will be well, Amara. Trust it." And with that, Amara braced up to continue the fight. With the help of the activists, they were able to hack into Coffee Cup servers. Finding the evidence of money laundering and embezzlement, safety measures default, they distributed the evidences far and wide. The company's attempt to suppress the truth only fueled the public's anger. And with that, international regulatory bodies mounted pressure. The CEO of Coffee Cup was forced to resign. Several high-ranking executives were arrested. The secret society was exposed, its members facing public scrutiny and legal action. Amara stood before a crowd of thousands, the sky of Accra behind her. "This is just the beginning," she declared. "We must remain vigilant and hold our corporations accountable. The power belongs to the people." Months later, as the city began to rebuild trust in its institutions, Amara visited her mother. "I am proud of you, Amara," her mother said, tears in her eyes. "Daddy will be so proud of you." In tears, mother and daughter shared a tight embrace, reminiscing over the death of their loved one and how justice has played out. "We did it, Mom," Amara said. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed it, please do subscribe, leave your comments and share to your loved ones. Cannot wait to give you the next tale. Bye for now.